beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, welcome. So in today's video we'll be doing a orange and purple set that actually was inspired by a nail that I saw on Instagram. I will insert it on screen so you guys know. So if this is your very first time here on my channel, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment down below. If you don't want to do all of that, that's all right. So right now I am prepping my nails. So this is my new standard of prepping my nails, and I'm going an extra mile with these stilettos that I'll be using today. So with these stilettos, they're quite thick, especially at the base where you attach the end part to your nail. It's quite thick, so I cut it out and create a C curve, and then I will go in with my drill to smooth that out. The whole process of putting on these nails are not smooth at all, so then that's where we're going with our drill to remove that extra added bulk onto these nails. These nails are thick nails. So this is one thing. With other nails, I somehow can get away with guys, help. I somehow can get away with, you know, just applying and then going with acrylic. With this, it's quite thick, so I have to remove some of that. So now I'm going in at the side because these nails are quite broad for stilettos. So I'm going in with my e-file to remove that bulkiness. You really want to go ahead and remove that. If you're into the thickness of near to the apex area, that's quite fine. I don't like it on stilettos. So moving on, we're going to be using nude pink, one of my go-to acrylics. It's one of the best acrylics that I have ever used from this collection, or one of, let me say, because peaches and cream is the best. So now I'm going in, applying my very first bead to create that smile line. So I have this new standard of doing smile lines, Frenches or whatever it won't be, can't quite remember the name, and it is a whole other level. Like, it's a whole other appreciation for just creating smile lines. So I don't think I spoke in depth, so I want to believe that I did in that video. I will definitely link it in the iCards, so you guys definitely can go check it out. But there's a whole new standard of how I apply my smile line. Like, I can now apply it in 2 beads. We're aiming for 1, so let's see how that goes. So the way in which I applied it is that I'm working with a much smaller brush, because one time I used to use a larger brush. Now I'm using a very smaller brush, which means that there's a lot less liquid and I can manage a little bit better. So the first thing that I did was to change my brush, and after changing my brush size, I had control over ratio to liquid, and then I will go in with my very well done dry but not dry bead for the very first go, apply it near to the apex area, and then allow that to set, and I manipulate the product. So I just realized that I missed one step. So after I managed to do the first 2, the application is the next thing. How I apply it, I go from the side instead of the front. Well, I don't know how to explain. I go from the left to the right, or the right to the left, and apply my very first bead to create that oval. And after doing that, you allow it to settle, and then you start shaping the nails, and then going with your second bead or your third bead. So moving on, we are now filing the nails to ensure that the nails are very crisp. And one thing that I can appreciate with the new standard that I'm now loving is that I don't have to do unbearable filing, and it cuts out a lot of time, honestly, for the work that I do, especially when it comes down to French. I remember when I used to dread like doing French, and now I appreciate everything in it now that I have this standard of just knowing how to work out to get that perfect smile line and a wonderful French. You can see the difference and the growth in my other videos comparing to the no Frenches that I'm doing. So after we're through with that, we're now going in with our 2 colors that we'll be working with. I will be mixing this in liquid, so I'll be using these 2 colors, orange and purple. I'm going to mix those, they're thick. So I'll pour that in my dampen dish. If you guys don't know the standard, you need to get on. So after doing that, I will then go ahead and mix the colors together. I actually add some pigment orange to the salmon color to intensify the color a little bit. So after doing that, we'll then go ahead and apply the colors to the nail. I'll be using natural to get this pastel but not so pastel color onto the nail, and I'll use purple first all around, and then I'll go in with my orange on the various areas, like I'm filling in the areas. So I'll be doing vice versa. Sometimes I'll do orange at the tip of the smile line, sometimes I will do orange at the very tip of the nail, so it varies. So the nails are inverted basically. So after I applied each of the acrylic down onto the nails, now I'm going to take that exact same color from the gel and apply it around that smile line area, and I'll do this for the purple as how I'm doing it for the orange. After doing this, I was then going with my Macart brush and to pull down to get a nice effect. And it did the nails some justice, especially that purple. It gave the nails some life. After doing that, we'll then go ahead and cure for 10 seconds, and then we go in with our glitters on top of the nails. Glitter is now on, so we're going to encapsulate each of the nails. I think I only showed one nail in it because the whole motion is just repetitive and I don't want to bore you guys if you guys have reached this far into the video. And after doing this, we'll then go ahead and file these bad boys. I won't be showing much of that, especially with the emery board. I'll be showing from side to side, just one nail, because I did the exact same thing on each of the nails. So I'll go in and then I'll go in with my e-filer on the cuticle areas, down the barrel of the nail, ensuring that the nail is quite smooth. And after doing this, we will then go ahead and use my buffing block. I don't know if I included that part, but if I did, yes, I went in with it as usual. Anytime that I'm doing it, I just don't show it in my videos, but yeah, I went in with my buffing block. There it is. And then we will go ahead and wash our hands, and then we will top coat them nails. Them nails are busting. So yeah, after we apply a generous amount onto these nails, we're then going to cure for 60 seconds, oil them cuticles, and the finishing product is just so great. Like, stay tuned for the results, sis. Don't skip ahead. I mean, you already see it in the beginning of the video anyway, so the results are good. Them look good. Them look good. So after doing this, we'll then go ahead and use the oil and massage the area. So these are how the nails are looking. They're looking bomb the car. And if you guys think so, I don't know why I'm being this extra, but if you guys think so, go ahead and subscribe, like. Also follow me on my social as Instagram and TikTok at Bare Beauty Services. And I will see you guys in the next video.